Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I have here 2013 Highlander and it needs an engine oil change. If you want to see how I deal with it, stay with me in this video. This one is equipped with the 3.5 liter V6. The number for that is 2GRFE, that's a model number, and you can see right here that we will need 0W20 full synthetic oil for this. Before I start lifting this vehicle, I will always unscrew this filler cap, right, and let it just rest here, and I will slightly pull that engine oil dipstick. Now I have it securely lifted up in the air. I can go and see where is the engine oil pan. It's right here, and you can see the drain plug. This oil drain plug, it's a 14mm socket. So I have my oil drain pan ready down here. Uh-oh. Wow, did you see that? I didn't even use the ratchet and the plug already moved. Oh, that's scary. That's very scary. I didn't do the oil change on this. There is actually a sticker on the window. Wow, that was loose. Wow, I'm totally surprised how loose it was. Anyway, no problem. Nothing happened, right? And today we are doing it professionally, so it will be done correctly. And you can see the oil is dirty, right? It's running out. You can see the person used some kind of washer here, right? So that's okay, but wow, that was so loose, not tight at all. Very interesting. Other than that, the oil is nicely coming out. You can see it, right, and hear it. You can hear also, I'm sure you can. You can totally tell that it's a synthetic, right? It's not a conventional oil, it's definitely synthetic. What was inside? You can see detail of that bolt and that washer. The washer has some kind of rubberized part. I don't think that's Toyota OEM. Didn't see it before. I worked for a dealer for 3 years, but how much oil you should be ready catching, or how big your catch pan should be. If you read the owner's manual, which should be in the glove box, if you are replacing the filter, it should need 6.4 US quarts. And where is the filter located, you might ask? Let me show you. Toyota engineers try to make it easy for you, right? So they made a little door here in that entire covering splash shield, so you don't have to remove that whole plastic, and you take a 10mm socket in this case, right? Hopefully the light helps you to see this. And look at this, little door opens, and that's exactly where the filter housing is located. And this is that cartridge type filter. So look at this. This is how it looks like, right? That's where the housing is. And if you own Toyota like this, or if you are a mechanic, I will highly recommend you to have a special wrench for it. I am Toyota certified technician, right? You know that from my different videos. So I have these tools obviously available. So what I will do, I will slightly reposition my catching pan. Now it's still catching the oil from the pan, right? And now I can go here and undo this filter. Now if you work for a dealer, right, that means you go through a lot of Toyotas every day, you will be not surprised that this housing is over tightened. How many horror stories I could tell about these housing being too tight, somebody, installing it way too hard. Yet there's no reason for it, because that sealing is provided by the rubber O-ring, which is part of this entire system, right? But some people will never get it or acknowledge that, and they will just keep over tightening these filter housing. You can see it started dripping already nicely, right? So I will let it go like this for a while. Now it's nicely running even from the filter housing, right? It gives me a few seconds to tell you what happens, right? Many of us at the dealership, right, we will work on this. You will put your filter wrench on it, right? It will not want to go. We will use all these extensions. Then you might round the filter, or oh my god, how many things happen with this? Just because, somebody who put it back there, who did the oil change, just completely over cranked it and over tightened it. While it's dripping, right, coming out of both places, I can show you the oil. I'm sure you will agree it was time to do it, right? The oil is definitely almost black. It's dark brown or black instead of nice and slightly yellow and clear. So this was needed. The oil stopped dripping. So let's go and remove that housing completely, right? Unscrew it. Let's get that filter out finally. Now I'm pouring it out, right? Because again, that's full of oil. Hopefully you can see it. And this is the filter element, right? Which was filtering that engine oil. Here you can see the detail of that oil housing. Please make a note where the O-ring is. It's really important. Here is the new filter from Toyota, right? Original OEM part for this Highlander. Now, you who watch my videos, remember that I keep saying buy original filters. Not only they are perfectly designed for these cars, but most likely they are way cheaper than aftermarket. I checked with a aftermarket store I will not name, and one of the options was $9.50 and the other one was $12. This original filter from my local dealer was $6.48 plus tax. What you find inside is the filter element, 2 O-rings right here, and this oil draining device. Toyota designed it the way you can remove this bottom part and put this plastic element in it. If it's removed, then that will drain the oil out of this filter. I normally skip that. I don't use this. What I will never skip is replacing that filter, or the filter housing O-ring, which is here, right? And which basically makes sure this will be not leaking. So as we said in beginning, it's not about how hard you will tight this into the engine, but basically the function of stopping the leak is this O-ring. So you install the new one, you can slightly lubricate it with the brand new oil if you wish. You put the new filter element inside like so, right? And the torque specification on this housing, it's written inside here of this ring, and it says 25 plus minus 5 Newton meters. So this is lubricated, right? That O-ring is nicely lubricated with the new oil, right? It's in correct position, you remember. And I will go ahead and install it by the hand. After that, I will bring my torque wrench. After I hit the end by the hand, right? Nicely, I feel that O-ring, it's slowly getting there. When I get to the very end, I will use 30, I will choose. They say 25 plus minus 5, I will use 30 Newton meters on this. Here you can see 30 on my snap-on torque wrench. It's ready. So I will use this oil wrench, right? Oil filter wrench. Put it on. Let's do it. Let's see how much torque or effort it requires. And this is 30. You can use 2 fingers. It's so little of torque. And now what's about the closing that oil pan? This is definitely aftermarket, right? As we discussed that. So I will remove it. That was that kind of rubbery invention, which somebody selected somewhere, who knows. Obviously aftermarket shop. And I will use the original Toyota. This is what you get from the dealer, right? So this is how it's supposed to be. And I start inserting it and installing it by the hand. And for this drain plug and that special Toyota washer, I will use 40 Newton meters. Hear that? Once again. Nice. And basically I'm done here, right? The plug is correctly installed, the filter housing is correctly installed, but I'm not going to put that little door, the cover, right, back yet, because after I will start it up, I want to observe this area if there are possibly some oil leaks. Now it's time to start filling up the new oil, right? And I show you in the previous videos that if you save one of these oil cans, right, and cut the bottom off, you can actually use it as a nice funnel because it directly will screw in that thread which is here, right? So this is perfect. You don't have to balance there some other, funnel. All you have to do, save one of these. Now I'm using today, again, original Toyota genuine oil. This is a full synthetic, right? 0W20, as we said, this is a requirement. And this engine should take 6.4 quarts. So I will go and pour 6, and then I will stop and start using this dipstick to measure how much is inside. Now I have all 6 quarts inside. I can start using this dipstick, right, to check the level. So I wiped it off, put it all the way in, right, and here we go. How much is there? If you look with me, it's right on the top mark. It's right there. And that means I can start removing everything, right? And I will be ready for the first engine startup. I will let it run for approximately 1 minute to let the oil spread through entire system. Then I will shut off the engine, right, and wait for at least 5 minutes. That's a minimum for that final measurement using the dipstick. When the engine was running for that 1 minute, I was looking underneath if I don't have any leaks there, right? If it's good, I can put this plastic cover back. After those 5 minutes, you will always see that the level will drop, right, on the dipstick, and we will really need to add that 0.4. Look at it, the level of the oil. It's hard to see because it's perfectly clear, but it's somewhere right here, so it's in the middle. So I will go ahead and put that 0.4 and remeasure that. The oil level in the engine is perfect, so what remains for me, I have to change the sticker on the windshield, right? And reset the maintenance interval in the Highlander. How to do that you can see in different videos. So thanks for watching today, and make sure you are subscribed because I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, my friend.